What's up, Panthers Nation? We're back today with another video. Keep pounding. So, this is the finale for the Colts versus Panthers in Indianapolis. And, well, we got blown out again. So, I'm not doing grading today. We all know what players showed up, which ones didn't. Which ones missed tackles, which ones actually put in the effort. So, no need to really call out players today. But I will say this, Christian McCaffrey, give that man some love. Give that man some love, breaking records like there's no tomorrow. 100 receiving yards today. Yes, CMC. Run CMC. Gotta love that guy. Gotta love him. But the rest of the team, mediocre, average. And our offense, we have 6 points. 6 points. Here we go again, folks. Can we fire the Turners now? Can we? Are we done with this little experiment now? 2 field goals. Oh yeah, that will strike fear into the hearts of defenses. Especially an average one like the Colts. Oh yeah. We're going to win with 6 points. Whoop-de-doo. And the crowd goes wild. We fill the stadiums. And we get tons of money. And a dream of a Lombardi trophy. No. Back to reality. 6 points. Y'all are too much, man. Y'all are too much. This offense just... I'm not going to say that Will Greer was even great, you know. He was decent. He was halfway decent. He threw some picks, but what quarterback on our roster hasn't? Let's just face the fact that our quarterback position is just garbage. All the way down. Past underneath Cam. You know, even Cam to a point was having trouble. Our QB position needs desperate help. Drafting Will Greer was not the answer. I'm not going to say he's the worst quarterback pick we could have gotten, but there were tons of other ones that were still on the board at the time that we could have chosen. And realistically, we didn't even have to go for a quarterback anyway. But I'm glad we did because our quarterbacks suck. You heard it. They suck. We're not getting anywhere. They're average at best. They're average at best, folks. The ones below Cam, average at best. And that's when they're not throwing picks. That's when they've actually got the time to throw. That's when they're actually completing passes, folks. Average at best. What are we going to do with this team? Honestly, what are we going to do with this team? Y'all are just... I don't know what to do going forward here. Like, the only thing I can think of is just to start building that offensive line again. That's really the starting point. Said it last week, saying it now. Fix the O-line. Otherwise, the QB position is a moot point. And I'll keep saying it every week until we do it. Now we got Trey Turner even having trouble. Even Trey Turner, who's been Mr. Reliable out there, is having trouble on our line. This just keeps getting worse. And there's just no fix for it until offseason. We got one game left. And thank God for that, because this team is really, really underperforming this year. To the point where it's just ridiculous. And I think we've got a couple of shots in this draft coming up. The Jets will be below us in the draft. So, we'll probably get the players that we want without having to deal with them. So it's definitely going to be the Bengals first. We should be in top 10. Realistically, we should be in top 10. But I got a couple of jingles for you guys. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Get caught up in blocks. Get caught up in blocks. First down, let's do it again. That's what our defense is like, man. That's what our defense does. Every game. Let's move the chains. Oh, man. And I'm referencing, of course, our run blocking. Our run stopping, because it is just complete garbage. Complete garbage. Like, we couldn't stop a person in a wheelchair. Not even a motorized wheelchair, a regular wheelchair. Trying to come up the middle. That's how weak our guys are. Dude, a high schooler could run through that and get 10 yards. Have y'all pumped iron this year at all? Like, at all? Or have you just been eating buffets at restaurants like Golden Corral? Like, come on, man. Oh. And, here's my other favorite one for the offensive line. I forgot what it was, but I'll throw it in another video later on. This team has highly disappointed me, and I know it's pissed off a lot of fans, but we got to stay together. Oh, I just thought of it. The offensive line can't block a thing. It's first and 23 again. We can't move the ball, and there's another interception for the other team. You gotta be kidding me, guys. And y'all know exactly what song I'm referencing to. Ugh. That's our O-line for you right there. That's our O-line. So, like I said earlier, Ross Cockrell's putting out more energy than half the defense. Luke Kuechly is ticked off. What else is new? What else is new? Not much. Not a lot. This is going to be a short video, by the way. Because I'm done ranting about this team. They know what they need to do. They know what they should be doing, and they know what they're not doing. Fix it. Last and finally, DJ Moore has a concussion. He's in concussion protocol. So we'll see how that goes. How many videos did I warn him? How many videos? How many posts did I warn these guys? Take out your starters in games that don't matter. Christian McCaffrey, that's fine. If he's going for records, that's fine. Everybody else, take them out. What are these people doing in this game? We have 5 wins, for goodness sakes. We're out of the playoffs, clearly. We've been out for 3 weeks now. Why play these people? Why play these starters? I get that some of these people are second and third year men, but for goodness sakes, when you've got star players, do not waste them. That's how injuries happen. Are you paying attention, management? Because it just happened to DJ Moore. You want that to happen to C-Mac? You want that to happen to Luke? To Greg Olsen? Man. I'm so tired of ranting about this. Honestly. These management crews have no clue. They have no clue about how to manage their teams correctly when it comes to this. You watch all these teams that have actually taken their starters out once they've gotten their playoff spots, and then look at us. Even in 15, we were still doing this garbage. We were still playing our starters well into the fourth quarter. Like, what possesses your brain to think, oh, we need to put these people in and actually try to win the game when the season's been done? What possesses your brain to think that? It's time for a change. It's time for a hurricane-like change in this management. And I'm talking, if we don't draft an offensive lineman in the first 3 draft picks this year, fire Marty Hurney. Fire his whole staff. I want him out if that happens. He's got 3 draft picks. He's got 3 draft picks before I start calling for his job. Because I've about had enough of this garbage. You cannot go into a new season without a head coach, without drafting an offensive lineman. I don't care who the new head coach is. We need an offensive lineman. Desperately. I'm not talking about next year. I'm not talking about 5 years down the road. I'm talking about this year. Get busy, scouts. Start looking at linemen if you are not already. That is how you rebuild a team. I'm tired of ranting about that too, because apparently our management has no clue what they're doing. None at all when it comes to lines. None. I get that KK's injured. I get it. We lost Star. Sure. That was our run defense. But still. Oh, this management crew is just frustrating me to no end. And if we don't find an answer to these problems, this team is in for some dark times in the next 4 years. I'm talking about dark tunnel times where we only get 3 wins, 4 wins a season. And that's it. If we don't start fixing these problems this offseason, you better start using those funds, because the salary cap just got voted upwards this year. it got voted up. We've got more cap room to use. So I suggest we use it. Why are we sitting around and picking up players that will never amount to anything on this team and on this roster that'll be gone in the offseason? And I'm not talking about the Clemson guy, TJ Green, that we just got. I'm talking about the other ones. We went through 3 different punt return specialists in 1 year. 3. And none of them can hack it. So we put Chris Hogan back there. That's seriously our future at punt return? Not to mention, we can't stop a punt return for a touchdown. By the Colts! By the Colts, guys! Are you kidding me? I had no clue it was this bad. I had no clue. Now we really see how bad this team is from a full long-term perspective. Now we really see where our depth really is. And it's null and void. It's not there. It doesn't exist. It's like the Loch Ness Monster. It's not there. We have barely a special teams anymore. This sickness is gone now into the special teams. This is what you created, Ron and Marty, when you failed to draft an offensive lineman for 4 years. This is exactly what you created. You created this monster. And now we got to clean up your mess because you were lazy and undisciplined at coaching and understanding what we needed on this 53-man roster after we lost the Super Bowl. This is what we have to deal with now. And it's despicable. It really is. If you'd have just fixed the problem to begin with, none of this would have come to pass. We might have actually been in the playoffs 2 of those years had we fixed the problem. That's right, I said it. We might have actually been in the playoffs for 2 of those years out of the 4. And you would have kept your job. If you would have shown the moxie and the determination and the actual passion for your job in Carolina to do your job correctly, we wouldn't be in this mess. But here we are. This is yours. This is yours. You know? And you're going to hear from Ron Rivera and all these people. Oh, it's not my fault. I wasn't head coaching that week. You created this monster. Don't tell me it's not your fault. Do not even bother throwing that excuse out there. I'm tired of your excuses. No, we're done with him. That era is done. That era is done. We're in the new one now. Perry is just a fall guy. Now, we bring in somebody that's strong, passionate, and determined to win in this offseason. And I sincerely hope that we pick the right guy because the next 5 years are going to be determined by this choice. Choose wisely. That's all I got to say. Colts win. And 38-6. 38-6. We let them get 38 points on our defense. 7 of those were punt return yards. So let's not even count those. So that makes 31 points that the Colts just scored on us, which they haven't even topped 31 in, 5, 6 weeks now? That shows you how bad our defense really is. This 3-4 experiment is not working right now because we don't have the personnel. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, folks. This is a jungle of a team right now. We gotta fix this. We gotta fix this soon. Keep pounding.